Deforestation is when people chop down trees. Now, it becomes a big problem because if you're chopping down trees, that means animals that used to live in those trees no longer have a home. They also don't have food as well, because if they used to eat the fruit and the leaves from those trees, well, you've just taken them away.
Deforestation has been a big problem on the coast of Ecuador because a lot of the forest has been chopped down so that people can plant things like bananas and things like cocoa. Because bananas and cocoa are very good to sell, so it's a good way for people to make money. But unfortunately, that means that the rainforest is no longer there for the animals to live in. Some parrots also need mangrove forests, which we find down the coast. And most of the mangroves in Ecuador have been chopped down and flooded with water to make shrimp farms. Because again, shrimps are something that you can sell for a lot of money and people all around the world like to eat them.
At the edge of the rainforest, people have chopped the forest down for cattle, so that cattle can eat the grass. What actually happens is, when they cut the forest down and they have a dry season there, it doesn't rain for about 2 or 3 months. In the forest, where you've got the canopy, the forest stays quite wet, so all the trees and everything survive. But outside, where they've cut the forest down, and then they burn the grass, and then the cattle graze the new grass, the ground becomes so hard and so compacted that the trees can't grow back, and the difference is staggering. The forest is very lush and full of life, and then on the outside it's burnt, it's hard, very few things can live there, and then that has a big impact for everybody. Where there's no forest, then the rainforest isn't collecting as much water, almost like a big sponge, which then trickles down and runs into all the rivers. So as the people are cutting the forest down, not only are we losing the animals, but they're losing water downstream in the rivers, and also we're starting to affect the amount of oxygen which is going back into the atmosphere from the trees. So deforestation is a huge problem for everybody in the world, and it's something that we need to try and stop as best that we can.